Yes, I.
Okay, we're back on the record in cause number 329084. The case is style of state of Texas versus Donald Paul Arquette. We have present Mr. Arquette with his attorney, Mr. John West. We also will note that Mr. Arquette previously was sworn in and previously entered a plea of guilty. Mr. Arquette also acknowledged his initials and signature on state's exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. And now I have before me the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. At the bottom of this document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Well, above, yeah. Mr. Arquette, did you place your signature on this document?
Yes, sir, I did.
Now, there are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first document states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
The second box states that you're waiving your right to an appeal or simply that you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Arquette, did you sign a document out there that is titled Discovery Certification? Did you sign a paper out there that's,
Yes.
what did you say?
I said, yes, sir, I think I did.
Okay. Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you? Did your attorney go over the documents that I just mentioned with you? The documents that have your signatures and your initials on?
Yes, sir, they did. I've already did the issue of the tablet.
Okay, I know. My question was, did your attorney go over these documents with you before you
Yes,
signed?
he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer state's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
We have any objections?
No objection.
Okay, no objections. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. West, you've advised in counsel Mr. Arquette. In this case, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Arquette, your attorney, Mr. West, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Repeat that, Your Honor.
Mr. West, your attorney has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, I am.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, he has.
Okay. Mr. Arquette, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 15 months deferred probation, a $500 fine, 80 hours community service, and completion of anger management.
Okay, Mr. Arquette, the state is offering that you serve 15 months deferred adjudicated probation. During this 15-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $327. The total fine and court costs is $827. You will also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month and a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. Now, the total monthly installments that you would have to pay in this case is $135.
Every month?
Yes, Mr. Yeah, $135 each month. Mr. Arquette, would you be able to pay the $135 each month?
Yes, I will. I just recently got my last check back, so yes, sir, I will.
All right, now, Mr. Arquette, you will also be required to perform 80 hours of community service, and you would have to participate in the anger management class, and you would have to adhere to all the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Mr. Arquette, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, I do.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
That's fair.
And do you accept the state's offer?
I accept it.
Okay. Now, Mr. Arquette, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Arquette, if you successfully complete the probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not appear on your record as a conviction, and you may qualify for a non-disclosure. You can talk to your attorney about the non-disclosure. Now, Mr. Arquette, this will conclude your case. Please follow the bailiff. Mr. Bailiff, is the bailiff there?
Right outside there.
Have the bailiff to come in,
Just
knock on the
open the
door.
door right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Deputy Monty? Deputy Monty,
Yes, sir.
make sure that he gets printed. Make
What's
sure
that,
that,
Your Honor?
make sure that,
printed.
okay, I just want to make sure that we have his fingerprints.
Okay.
All right, this was concluded his case, and he should have a blessed day.